Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my creative time with Emma, and also welcome to another 3D Wednesday. Today is the day that my team and I create projects other than cards, okay? So I'm going to show you what I'll be using for my 3D project today. I'm using my Wicked Fun stamp and dies. This comes with stamps and lots of dies. I love this set. I'm using my newest Witchy, and I can't remember which sentiment I'm using just yet, but I'm using a sentiment from that, and I'm only going to use a sentiment from that, nothing else. And then I'm using my Ghost Lollipop Holder die. For those of you who ordered it, I was actually completely shocked. I think I only I don't want to say if I still have 2 left or not, but the last time I checked, and I had a lot of these, so I was so surprised that so many of you loved this just as much as I do. So I'm so super excited. So I couldn't wait to use this again. So we're going to make a project using that adorable little Ghost Lollipop Holder die. And also for all of the orders that did come through, and unfortunately since there was a holiday on Monday, everything went out yesterday, which was on Tuesday morning, okay? Yeah, so this is the actual die, what it looks like. So what we're going to do first, I think I am going to go ahead, we're going to use the little witch hat from that one, the Wicked Fun Stamp and Dies. I want to put that there, okay? And then instead of using a string to tie it, we're actually going to use one of these little twist ties here. And I get mine from I want to say Clear Bags. I'm not 100% sure, but if you are Amazon, just go ahead and just Google the little twist ties, and you could get them in different colors. Like if you live near a party store, you could definitely pick them up from there. And then I'm going to use the little, there's 2 different faces on here. There's a little happy face and a little spooky face. So we are going to go ahead and use the happy face for this lollipop holder here. So what I'm going to do, I'm using my little template. I go ahead and I cut it out. I save the negative part because I want to make sure I put the eyes just the way they are. So hopefully that will work there. So what we're going to do is just going to grab some adhesive. I think we'll just use our glossy accents for this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just put the adhesive right on the little empty spots, so I could go ahead and put down the little eyes. I moved it, but that's okay. The little eyes and the nose. Not the nose, just the little eyes in the mouth. I'm going to put that there. And I don't want to, I don't want to put too much adhesive because I want to make sure I could bring up the little negative again, make sure it doesn't stick down with everything else. Let's put that, and you don't have to do this. This is just something I decided to do on my own because I wanted to make sure everything kind of lines up. Okay, so let me just go ahead and just remove this right away so it won't get stuck. Okay, now that we got that down, before we do anything else, what I want to do is I want to stamp the actual what do you call it, the sentiment on there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to use my little stamp thingy here. Let me scooch all this over. We're going to go ahead and put it in here. I just want to make sure the stamp goes on here perfectly. So let me go ahead and grab her. We're going to put her down like so. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put down it's going to say which way to the candy. So we're going to put down this part first. And I kind of want to put it a little bit more over to the right. And I'll tell you why. And you'll see why I'm doing that in a moment. So I'm just going to use my favorite archival the Ranger Archival ink, which I love. My favorite ink in the whole world. I'm going to go ahead and just ink this up really quick here. And we're just going to go ahead and stamp it directly onto her body. I was going to put a little tag on here, but I figured, you know what, I'd rather just stamp it directly on there so it could be perfect. Okay, so now that we got that one done, go ahead and just clean that part up. Let's take this off, and then now we're going to go ahead and stamp the other portion. Which way? Let's put that like so. Try and make that as even as I can. That's good enough. And it's a little, if it's a little off, it's okay. No biggie. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and just put some ink on here again, just like I did. Okay. I like to use lots of ink just to make sure we get a good little impression there. Alright, perfecto. So let me just kind of clean this up here. See, if I don't clean it off right away, it's going to end up looking terrible. But luckily, I'm so happy with this little stamp, little press thingy, because it doesn't get all stained up. You know, I love it. Okay, just as long as you clean it off right away. Alrighty, that's if anyone really cares, to be honest with you. Okie dokie, so let's go ahead and put that back. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and put this together really quick here. And I love this because it comes together so fast and it comes out so adorable. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the little, I'm using the original Gourmet, I'm just going to use this little, I guess there's a little special flavor, orange splash. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this, like I said, instead of the ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get that ready to go ahead and put through the little holes like so. And then we're going to go ahead and just put that in there. And that's what I love about these, my lollipop holder dies, is you do not need adhesive to actually put them together. Okay. There we go. Let me just kind of pull them both through there. Alrighty, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and just give that a couple of twists back here, like so. Super duper simple, just like that. So now what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and put the hat, the little witch hat on. And we're going to put that like so. And I'm going to go ahead and just probably pop it up. Let me grab some little tiny little pop-up foam here. So I'm just using these little tiny squares right here. Let's see where that's going to be. I think I'll put a couple more on the sides there. Oh goodness, my hair is everywhere. Okay. Just cut this in half like so. And then we're going to put one on this side. And then one on the other side. Okay, there we go. So now I'm just going to go ahead and just take off the little backings to this. Let me take it out of the camera for a quick minute. Okay. Okay, so this I want like just to kind of, just to kind of cover up that little thing just a tad. And then we're going to use the cutie patootie little witch broom from that same set. So this is why I wanted it a little bit to the side. Or should I do it on this? No. Let's do it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of do this, keep this simple, and put some adhesive here. Well, do I want to do that? Let me see, let me think. If I want to pop it, I might want to pop it up. Well, if I, hold on, let me just kind of double check here. You know what? No, I'm just going to go ahead and just do it directly onto her arm better. Let's just do that. Put a little bit too much there. Okay. So let me grab our cutie patootie little broom. There we go. And then last but certainly not least, we are going to go, oh, I'm sorry, hopefully that was in the camera. We are going to go ahead, you know what, let's get some little cheeks on her. Let me grab my little chalk here. Someone asked me which chalk do I use. It's this one here. Let me kind of zoom out a little bit. This is an old one from Stampin' Up. It's Stampin' Pastels. And it comes with a ton. Obviously, this lasts like forever because I don't really use it that often. And there's a whole bunch of pretty colors in here. So that's how I get the little, and that's all I use from here is for the little cheeks for everything. Let me grab the little, and you just use like the little eyeshadow thingy, you know, whatever I don't wear makeup, so I don't know what it's called, the applique or something like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and just put some little cheeks on her. We don't want to put too much to make her look cheap. Okay, so I think that'll work because you're gonna. I want to be able to it to show up in the pictures. Sometimes when I do it really light, you can't see it in the actual pictures. I have to take a million pictures just so you can see the little cheeks on her. So we'll keep it like that, and then we're gonna go ahead and just put some little glossy accents on her eyes, just to make them pop and shiny and look really pretty. So that is it, everyone. Sorry I didn't post anything Monday and Tuesday. I'm really trying to get back into my routine. It's really rough. The boys, let me tell you, over the summer, they helped me a lot. I mean, they helped me out tons. And then now that they're back, I usually don't have them do everything that they do to help me during the summer because my whole philosophy is for them to focus on their homework because I want them to do good. You know, I don't want them sitting there worrying about that they need to clean the bathroom or anything, or, you know, anything strenuous like that. So it's like, like I said, they did a ton, and I'm trying to like incorporate everything back into for me to do. And it's been a little rough because I'm trying to also like meal prep for not just for me. I've always, you know, whenever I'd cooked or anything or what, I did it for all of us, for all 4 of us here, even my doggies. So it's like, it's been crazy. So I'm trying to figure out this, like I kind of meal prepped. I started to do them on Sundays because I always stress out what I'm going to make during the week. I'm pretty sure a lot of you could kind of feel me on that. And it's like, it's hard. It's like, I try to work, I try to do so much, and it's like, I'm trying to do that on Sundays now to help me. So this way I don't have to worry about it. So I didn't finish it what I was meal prepping because I like to do snacks and stuff for breakfast, just so everything could be ready, stuff for lunches. So I kind of trickled into Monday, then my Monday stuff I had to do on Tuesday, so it messed me up for this week. But I'll get it together, everyone, I promise. So this way I could get back to, you know, regular blogging. I am doing regular blogging, but I like to do more. That's just me. I just like to do that. So I'll figure it out. I'll have to find a way to get everything done just so I could play too here. So that is it, everyone. That is my adorable little ghost lollipop holder. Isn't she just way too cute? And I love that you could you know, use my other products to mix and match and make it look super cute, just to kind of turn it into something different. So it looks like the little ghost has a little costume on. And then I also thought that it would look really cute with a little mask across the face, because every time I use that little negative, I'm like, oh God, I could use that like a little mask across the face. So it could be a little trick-or-treater. How adorable is that? So that is it, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to head on over to my blog at www.creativetimeforme.com to see what the rest of my amazing team has for you today. And again, thank you so very much for stopping by. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you all back here soon. Bye-bye.